you for joining me on a tarot machine. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of August 2016, and this will be for the sign of Aries. I'm using two new decks now. I'm using the Sherlock Holmes Tarot and Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. So let me go ahead and shuffle the cards and see what messages you will get for the month. And let me also pull the crystal card to see what energies you could work with. Okay, let's start with the first card. The first card is the Five of Eye. In a normal right away deck, it's the Five of Swords. So let me show you the card. She's sitting back, just she's pretty much fighting with herself. Seems like she's fighting with herself to either stay, go, or fighting herself in a situation that she may be feeling uncomfortable with. And you might have that feeling. You probably is indecisive, or you're pondering a decision to either stay or go or try to make a move. You want to make a move to better yourself, but it just seems like you at a place for the month of August that you don't know how to take it. You just don't know how to take it. Because a regular right away is usually a victory. Usually it means a victory with some deception. That you could, she's also looking, this also is giving me a vibe that he's looking at a letter and she's hoping that she doesn't get busted for whatever that letter is saying. She don't know what's in that letter. He's reading it and she's just like sitting there like, oh, I did something wrong. So it's just having me say it's a precaution. If you did something, you might expect whatever you did in the past, maybe the past 2 weeks, to maybe reemerge or come back on you at a time that you're not expecting it, because it seemed like in the car she's not expecting that letter, or she's sitting there as not expecting what the dude's gonna say right after he reads that letter. So she's like waiting for the reaction basically, and maybe you're waiting for a reaction from somebody else. Maybe somebody did something to you or whatever, you waiting for a reaction to come back, or you ready to react on somebody. Maybe you was getting a letter and it's like, it went down like that, okay, but you, with this month coming up, you might want to calm that down because you just don't want to overreact. You want to make sure you get all the information that you need, and kind of be be real discerning on it. Just take it for what it's worth at that time. The second card you have is the Inspector. The Inspector in this deck is basically the king, and this is the King of Cups in reverse. So whatever this message you might be waiting for, if it's a King of Cups, they can let their emotions really go all the way out. I mean, they will have a tantrum fit, screaming, yelling, or they can become at a point that they can't control their emotions. So whatever is going about, that might be coming to you, or this might be you might exude so much emotion and blow up on somebody, or somebody might blow up on you. And it's like in this card, he's like He's giving something to crook eye, like basically he's giving something to crook eye. So he's really at a stance that he's ready to put his words on the table, but his words will be basically from a emotional standpoint. You might be dealing with a person like that after the person or whoever receives their little information that is going to be coming towards them. The next card you have is the 10 of footprints. It's basically the 10 of wands. So it's basically you might be in a situation. 10 of wands means that you carried a heavy burden, but in this deck this dude is going through fire. So the fire that this dude is about to basically give up, it's gonna be an emotional thing. It's gonna be like you hitting a person that just went all loose with his emotions, and you have to battle the dude or trench through whatever fiery emotions he have, to figure out, what went wrong or what he talking about or what kind of situation that he's all emotionally wrapped up into. The last card you have is the it is the handsome cab. The handsome cab is basically the chariot, but it's in reverse. That means whatever the situation that is about to blow up, it has no control over it. Maybe the person that's bringing it to you didn't have no control over the situation. Maybe you didn't have control over the situation, and then the chips fail what they fail. But it seems like in this reading, it has a bad recourse because you're sitting here with super caution, trying to figure out. I hope he don't say something. But dealing with a king of cups, they definitely gonna let their emotions hang out on you. They just gonna let it go and get all butt hurt, and they gonna let you know they butt hurt, and then you have to fight through their emotions. They bring with their emotions, they bring in the fire to the table, they bring in the fire to the situation, and it's gonna be a point that you can't control the situation, or you may not be able to control yourself. You might be bringing the fire to somebody else, and you ain't gonna be able to control your emotion. They got you riled up real bad. I mean, you just gonna have to let it vent out. You don't want to. With the month, I would suggest not to let it vent out, but you might vent it out so bad that this other person, they gonna feel the burn. They just gonna feel the burn once you open your mouth up. And if these people like is deceiving you, or they saying some information that you don't agree with, you might have to put your foot down. If the information that they're giving out is wrong, it is more on an emotion and nothing really concrete to get your control back. You might have to let loose on somebody. We just hope that you don't, but based on this card, on these cards, somebody is about to come to you in the month of August. Basically, they gonna blow up the spot with their emotions. They gonna blow it up, throw you up in the middle of it, and you gonna be caught just like this girl, not knowing what's going on, all blank in the face, and she's ready and be just be prepared for if somebody gonna come at you during the month that they guaranteed to stand on an emotional line. Just already assume that they feelings is already up into it and try to figure out how to ride the situation out. So let's see what your crystal card is with the energies that will help you. Cassilia. You got Cassilia. It's a purple stone, so it deals with the purple chakra. So you can stay more grounded. Yep, you need to be grounded. It's a grounding stone. It's actually a earth energy stone. So whatever situation that they coming with, you gonna have to withdraw your emotions out of it. It's just like you're gonna have to take the information as is and deal with it from a sensible level. Do not put your emotions into it, because you put your emotions into it, you two are just creating a fire that both of y'all ain't gonna be able to extinguish, and both of y'all will lose control. And for the timing of this stone, let me let you look at it. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Gemini, or a Virgo. So basically, this stone represents them. So you may have characters maybe coming at you that you just don't understand what's going on. And it says loving and valuing yourself. So it's also, you're gonna have to love yourself in the situation. If they come in and emotionally attacking you and bringing your emotions down, you have to love yourself. You have to not pay attention to the words that's coming at you. Because that somebody that would exude emotion towards another person, that's really their emotions themselves. And it's like, you can't take it. You have to stay grounded. You have to say, okay, this dude is coming in, or this woman's coming at me with emotional. Okay, they saying all this stuff, and you have to realize, oh no, that's not me, that's you. You have to kind of separate yourself during this situation, or whatever the situation is that's coming at you. And you want to make sure that when they do that, just make sure that they got their information straight. They got their information straight of wherever they got that source of information. You want to make sure they got that straight before they come to you. And make sure that you stay in control of the situation if they come at you, you attacking you emotionally, putting you down or whatever. And make sure you stand your ground towards them, so you won't be out of control or they diminish your self-worth. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead, leave your comments at the bottom. Go ahead, thumbs the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.